Hello and welcome, my Libra friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching my video. This is going to be a general growth reading for my friends born under the Libra zodiac sign. This reading is in celebration of Lammas. This is a pagan holiday that celebrates the growth and harvest. To embrace the energies of the day, we're going to explore what growth you've achieved so far and what further growth you can look forward to in the future. The deck I'm going to be using for this reading is the Everyday Witch Tarot, created by Deborah Blake and Elizabeth Alba. After the reading, I will end my session with a blessing from the Witch's Wisdom Oracle, which was created by Barbara Michael John Free and Flavia Kate Peters. I will have links below to both these fabulous decks, so if they speak to you, you're able to go out and check them out for yourselves. Alright, my Libra friends, let's see what the cards have to say for you. What growth have my Libra friends achieved? The Nine of Pentacles. What a beautiful card. Nines are all about that compromised ending, the kind of pseudo ending that we sometimes have to embrace. Pentacles are about growth and abundance. So what we've so far achieved is we've been able to really work hard for what we've manifested in our life and what we've created. She's in this little utopia. She's very comfortable with what she's achieved so far. She's had great stability and growth in her life. She's come very far. She's achieved this all by herself. She's worked hard for what she has. And that's part of our growth, is that we understand that sometimes you really have to dig down and work for what we have in our lives. So what do we bring forward with the Nine of Wands, or the Nine of Pentacles? We bring forward the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands talks about the challenge and conflict that our passions and other people's passions can impact on our growth. It's easy to get distracted by everybody else's opinions and thoughts. However, when we really focus in on ourselves and what has brought us so far, we're able to flourish. It may not be the ending that you had initially intended or what they wanted you to do. However, you've achieved a lot. So that's the growth that we're seeing. This is what we've done so far. We've been able to achieve a lot. We understand that you can get the cackly, gossipy misdirections of life. However, when we stay true to ourselves, we're able to accomplish a lot. Now, let's look at what abundance, my Libra friends, that we can expect in the future. So that's where we come from. Where are we headed? And that's Judgment. This is the Major Arcana. It's the 20th card in the Major Arcana. And it speaks about listening to that universal energy that wants to guide us. We have a life purpose, and that's what we're listening to here. We need to reconnect into that our greater life's purpose to go forward. Our next growth period is going to be on connecting in with our greater life purpose and moving forward. So let's look at what obstacles that are going to come in to play when it comes to listening to that message and following that message. Alright. Okay, is the King of Swords. Kings are the most fully developed personality of the suit. They have the most control, the most power. Swords are all about truth and knowledge. So what's going to impact the ability to hear the message of the universe and follow our life's greater good is going to be the King of Swords. That knowledge piece, that book smarts. We're going to get in our own way. We're going to be asking the who's, the whys, the what's, the hows. And the hows are the big one. That's going to get in the way of this. That greater life purpose doesn't follow the King of Swords. It's not about truth. It's not about knowledge. It's about the universal energy and how it's flowing. So that's what's going to impact and be our obstacle. So let's look at how we can overcome the King. The easiest way to overcome the King and maybe sidestep some of his power will be the Four of Pentacles. 4 is stable and structural, a foundational number. Pentacles is all about growth and abundance. You can override the King by embracing that 9 of Pentacle energy and bringing it in. The 9 and the 4 are talking about that structure and abundance and growth that you've had so far in your life. Bringing it in, embracing it, and then allowing the universal energy to flow over it and really focus and drive you. Getting away from the books and the swords and the knowledge of the hows, the whys, the whats, the wheres. Those questions get in your way. When we start to try and micromanage our world, that's when we lose touch with the universe and we lose touch of that stability that we've created so far. So getting out of our head will help focus us and allow us to go forward. All right? To what outcome? Let's look at the outcome. The Page of Swords. Pages are that childlike, innocent energy that need to acquire more knowledge. Swords, truth, and knowledge. Here, the King was really trying to overcome the universal energy and message. However, when we start to use the universal and connect in with the universal message, we're given new direction. We're given new knowledge. We're also given more ability to explore and play with that energy. The King is very strict and structured on his methods and his ideologies. The Page is all about that exploration, the fun, the play that we're going to need to learn about our greater life's purpose. We're going to need his energy rather than the King's to move forward. Knowledge is going to be important. However, we don't want it to be our guiding factor. We want it to be kind of that energy that pushes us forward rather than our guide. We want to let the universe guide us here. Let's look at what message your shadow self. So we'll take the cards and flip them over. We have the Page of Wands. He's reversed. So similar to the Page of Swords, we have the Page of Wands. Wands are all about that passion and inner fire. What our shadow self is warning us about is not embracing that passion piece and allowing it to guide us. We need to revert to the judgment. We need to revert to that universal energy rather than what our passions are. Because the Page of Wands is connected too closely to the King of Swords. When we start to really focus in and push our inner passions, it's too easy to focus in on the structure of the King, because then we start to try and micromanage. We have an expectation of an outcome that way. However, when we embrace the universal energy, we don't have an outcome. What we want to have is that childlike, innocent energy to push us forward and to grow, to explore, and gain more knowledge. Be excited about the knowledge the universe wants to share. we have quite the journey and quite the purpose that we need to reconnect with. Okay, let's end this off with a blessing. So what blessing does Lammas energy have for my Libra friends? I have a jumper. The chalice, fulfillment. The judgment and this life's journey, this piece here is going to make us feel more fulfilled in our lives. It's going to connect in this stability and abundance we've created in the nines. Will follow through into the chalice. It's just we're going to, with this piece, we're going to add into the 9, and we're going to feel more fulfilled. We'll have the stability of the 9 of Pentacles, but we're going to have the fulfillment of our life's purpose. The universal energy is really going to fill up our cups, if you will. Okay, for those who wish, you can pause the video here and reflect on these cards. This is a group reading, however, the cards were meant for you. I drew these cards especially for my Libra friends. What did they say to you? Everyone has intuition and can access guidance through the cards. What further information do the cards want to share with you? I hope you found this video helpful and that you're able to gain some insight into what growth you've achieved and what to expect in the near future. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching my video. I will continue to create videos for my zodiac friends in the upcoming weeks. If you have any feedback or suggestions, please leave them in the comment box below. I'm always up for information from my friends. If you like this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest content. You never know where I'm going to go next. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to support me in making more, I have a Patreon page with many tiers and lots of perks. Go check it out. I've provided a helpful link below. Until tomorrow, my Libra friends.